Hey guys, so I found a new scrapbook store. I don't know, it's weird, right? I'm trying to get on this. Not that I want to leave Michael's alone, I don't. Just I want to see different things because some of the like big stores don't have like the little items, where they like an online store, like a 2Ps, like a Scrap Castle. They'll have like the whole line, you know what I mean? And Michael's will have like one or two things, or just the embellishments and none of the papers, unless it's like in a paper pad or a 6x6 pad, or like the full on, they'll have everything themed, like, Valentine's Day, Christmas kind of deal. So anyway, either way, it's not like I'm not going to those stores again. Duh, I'm a scrapbooker. But I wanted to I Googled stores near me, and I found a few. Like I told you guys the other day, I went to one. So I went to another one today, and this place also has crops, and this place, I like to set up, and she was like, oh yeah, we do Saturday and Sundays, no pressure. You come, if you need anything, you can buy. If you don't, you don't have to. Obviously, you don't have to. It's $10, she said, for a half table and $20 for a full table. I don't know how big it is, how big a full table is. So I went on their website, it didn't really say. The tables I saw, I was like, I don't know how you really be in half of that. We can kind of work in a space this big, but when you bring your stuff with you, are you going to only be working out of your bag? You know what I mean? Or I don't know how big a half. I'm thinking they're 6-foot tables, so 3 feet. I don't know. 3 feet might be okay. I just don't want my stuff to walk, if you know what I mean. So, but then I looked online. There was a lot of pictures, so that was exciting to see, like, what old crops were and stuff like that. So, I'm not going to go there on Saturday. I need time to plan. I'm not really like, hey, let's do something, Sometimes I am, but not with this because, I don't know. I think I said it before, I would like to go to a crop when I have like a set of stuff to scrapbook, not just random stuff, because I'm going to need different random things. You know what I mean? Like if I'm scrapping one picture of myself, one picture of the kids for the birthday, one picture of randomness, like it's too much stuff to carry. I'd rather go with a purpose like, okay, I'm going to do all the snow pictures from January and February. Perfect. You guys already know that I have a collection for that, that I'm going to be using. I had already printed out the Instagram photos that I did on Instagram, with the tint and everything. So that's going to be my next one to scrap when I do go to a crop. Because then I'm going to have all the papers that I need. I'm going to have, I'm going to use out the kit to make the collection, and maybe like a few white cards, white cardstock, white 12x12 cardstock, maybe like a slate blue cardstock, maybe one or two gray cardstock, and then that's going to be it. Everything else is going to be pattern paper and stuff, and then I'm going to pull all the embellishments on, I think, so I don't have to bring all my stuff, because you know how we are, we just have a ton of stuff. Like, I like, if I went there with random stuff to scrap, I'm going to be like, okay, I need to bring all these washi tapes, whereas if I know I'm going to do only like grays and blues, I'm going to bring grays and blues. You see what I'm saying? So that's my idea of what I want to do when I go to a next crop. I've been to crops before, and what I did is I brought, the Iris 12x12 bins. So I'll bring that, and in each bin, this was another way to do it too, I guess, so you don't have to bring everything. In each bin, I had everything I wanted to use for a picture or for a layout. So I had the thickers that I wanted. So it's a lot of planning ahead, which is fine. It makes it, you actually use, your stuff. But then you change your mind, you know what I mean? But whatever. It's not like you can't wait to get home and add a little something. But like I would have the letters, I'd have the papers, I would have the picture, obviously. I would have, everything you would need, everything in a kit kind of thing, you would need to create that layout. And I had it there. And then the rest, and I was like, okay, I'm not going to really get through more than 3 pages. I knew it, because I was like, and I literally got through 1.5 on one. But, the thing was, like I said, I didn't plan ahead. I didn't know if I was, I never been to the store before. I didn't know if I was going to like the lady. I don't know if I was going to like the atmosphere. I never been to the area before. So I was like, let me go and see and check it out first and then make a decision. And as I was leaving, I was like, oh, I want to go crop there tomorrow. And then it just didn't work out. Not enough time for me to know exactly what I'm going to be doing, even though I have those things. But I'm still in the zone of the Smashbook, and I'm not going to finish the Smashbook there. I think it is kind of like a kit thing, but I want to do full 12 by 12 since I'm going to have all that space and all that time. I want to get through a bunch of layouts. And those snow layouts are really like, not piling up. Well, piling up, but it's kind of like piling. Anyway, let me just get to the haul that I did now that I've run on for like 6 minutes. I'm going to turn the camera around so you can see better. Okay, so on to the haul. Okay, guys, so here's the haul. I'm going to tell you the prices. So she didn't have any of the paper prices out, which I always find frustrating. But I asked her, I said, what are the prices on the paper? And she goes, between 25 cents and 85 cents. And I was like, fine, done. Because once I know that, at least I can say, well, when I get up there, she tells me, you know, none of the paper is going to be more than $1 and then 85 cents. So I feel like that's good. I mean, would I have bought more if I found some 25-cent paper? Probably, but I just walked around saying, what do I really want? And it was more of like a mission to check stuff out than what do I need, because I honestly don't need anything. I mean, I want everything I got, but it's not like I was like, oh, I need this for a project, you know what I mean? Because I'm so on I'm trying to finish up some stuff. So I basically went so I can see, and it would be like, I feel like it'd be a nice thing for me to be able to go to when, because how do I say it? I am afraid of the springtime, but I'll get into that another time. I just don't, I like the spring, but I don't like the insects that come out during the springtime, so I'm inside a lot. So on Saturdays and Sundays, I won't be outside at the park or anything with my kids. I just don't do it. That's when my husband can do that. I can't handle it. So, so anyway, maybe I'll be scrapbooking. Okay, let's get to the haul as I ramble. Okay, let's get to the haul. So, I'm going to do the embellishments first, and then I'll do the paper. So, enamel dots. Oops, from Cut and Paste. And you see the price right there. $4, that's what I paid. There was no, like, additional anything off. You know, I guess in all those stores, they don't really do coupons or whatever, I guess. Maybe if you're a frequent shopper, but she didn't say anything to me, and I didn't ask because there was no sign. It was never like, oh, don't forget to come back for, you know. I wasn't going to ask and be like, hey, you know. So this was $5, and they weren't, like, extraordinarily, like, expensive. Like, $5 for this is normally $5.99, so it wasn't, and this is what normally, $3.50 at least, $3.99. It wasn't, the prices weren't too bad, so. But, you know, in Michael's and stuff, you get, like, a little 25% off something, you know, but not in the store, so I get it. I got this. I got this. I got some stickers. I got this. These are all cut and paste. I don't know, I feel like I guess the cut and paste has 2 different ones. Okay, so Carefree is more of like this neutral tones, and then this one is called Wow. Flare Wow. It's like a pinkier tones. Okay, I lied. Everything. No. Okay. This one is from the Sweet Collection. Then this is from Today. The little words. This is from Special. And Cut and Paste. You can see the prices right there. This is from Today. And I felt like this matched. I don't know. This is called, oh my God, I can't read. Carefree, but I thought it went with this. No? I don't know if I noticed. I was just like, oh, I like that. That's how I normally go. I'm like, I like this, I like that, I like this, and that's what I buy. Then I got these chipboard pieces, which I love. So that's what I got embellishment-wise. I'll do the washies with this. Then I got this washi. It's kind of like a muted. And then I got the Days of the Week washi that I'd never seen before. Pretty decent, obviously decent sizes. Oops, focus. 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 There we go. Decent sizes. Let me do the paper now. Forever in Time. Double-sided, obviously for the boys, the buses, and I don't think I would ever use this background. Why is the color looking weird? The color looks extremely off, but it's a nice bright green. I don't know if I would use the picture like this. I think it would be a cutout. And that's the other side. Nice plaid. I'll stick it down here. Then this is called Motzi Kindergarten. Whoops. Kindergarten. Then we have First, and I like that the kindergarten's up there and the First is here. It's not like all, like, you know, the same orientation. Then I saw this, and when she rang it, it came up to $5, and she was like, what? She's like, what is this, $5? She was like mad at her computer, and I was like, okay. I was like, I'll put it back, it's not a big deal. She was like, no, it's like 80-something cents, and then it came up, and she was like, oh, I fixed it, it's 80 cents. So I like these. When you see these, I just think cut-aparts. I think, you know. Then this is now starting more of the cut and paste stuff. This one. This is the Today. You guys have probably seen all this stuff. This is not new. It's new to me, but it's names that are not too old. Like, this is cut and paste. Oh, I love this. And it was actually out like this, and I was like, oh, I love that. And then I was like, oh my God, I even love it even more. The chevron with the ombre. And then this one. It's like a denim wood grain, cartoony looking wood grain. And then a chevron. I guess that's chevron. I love this one. This one like reminds me of like the kids, like their phones. Our old phones are their phones, quote unquote their phones. I keep the cases on them and everything because I need them protected. They still cost money and they still work. Just that we upgraded our phones. And then this one, which I love, obviously cut-aparts. Like, if I don't love this together, I can use this and then this. You know, and you guys don't know I don't do Project Life. I was thinking about starting Project Life, but I know you don't have to start at the beginning of the year. You can start whenever the hell you want because it's your life, your Project Life, not, you know. Okay, the calendar says it has to start. I think, at least to me, I think everything I pretty much want to do my own way because if I start doing stuff like this, how someone says it should be done, it's not going to happen because, you know, you can't really work your life at how someone says it's done. I mean, you know, there's certain things like, okay, this should be done, but it's not like you have to do it like this. Then it's not, I feel like then it's no longer art. It should be, here's a suggestion of how it could be done. Do what you will with that information kind of deal. There's that one. Hold on one sec. Okay, so the last thing I want to show you, so that's all the papers and stuff that I got. I didn't go too crazy because, like I said, it was the first time there. I guess I should have bought more paper because this stuff adds up way quicker because I was like, okay, I don't want to go over 30. And she was like, okay. And at that point, I was like, I don't know, $10 for the paper. And I was like, oh, ha, 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 of course, keep ringing. And then all of a sudden, it was like $30-something. And I was like, what the heck? And it was all because, like, this is 5 and that's 4 and, you know, but that's fine. It's stuff that I wanted. Now, let me show you the progress of this page for Mas Maya's book. So, this is the book. Very chunky, very big. I will show you now where I am. This is the page that I pulled out, and I'm going to be doing Holiday Ham. It was another page over here. I ripped that out. I was like, obviously, I don't need that. So I have this and this, and then it's basically 2 more. So it's like the third to the last page in the back. Then this is the watercolor page, and this is going to get mounted on here. And this is basically done. I just have to pull the title fonts, I guess, or stickers, because I want to call it right from my, I think I want to say right from my wish list, something like that. So the only thing I'm waiting on are these to dry. These, because I had this one that I did, I think I did this actually for, let me make sure I'm in focus. Perfect. I did this actually to use in this December dailies, and I never used that piece. So I just mounted this little piece from K & Company on there, and I was like, oh, maybe there's some other ones that I could use around this little layout that would make sense. But I was like, oh, I want to use wood. Then I was like, oh, let me use wood because of the Samsung Galaxy collection, I guess, line or whatever, comes in a cardboard box that looks like wood. So I was like, oh, I could use wood. Then I was like, no, I kind of really want to jazz it up a little bit. So I did the Studio, I think it's Studio G. Yeah, Studio G, this color, which is the same one. And I did it on those pieces. So I have like a typewriter for all the texting I do, hashtag for obviously Instagram hashtagging. This camera is where, because I use this phone for all my picture taking. I have another real camera, but actually I think the pixels are the same. And that one's older, so why carry two that are exactly the same? And this one, the video is way better than that one. A little speech bubble with asterisks, and the one that says thanks because it's from my husband and it's straight off my wish list. And another one that says holiday. So, and then two hearts, one gray and one pink. And when that is all dry, this is going to go on there. But I just wanted to share that this is actually my first watercolor. I showed it on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram, Scrappy. Oh my god, I can't believe I just said my wrong Instagram. Scrappy Mamas is my Twitter account. And then Crafty Scrappy Mamas is my Instagram account. Because I guess when I did it, they didn't have Crafty. It was too long or something, the one for Twitter. So that's why it's Scrappy Mamas. Anywho, I'll leave all those links down below. Anyway, so that's what is this. It's going to be this page. It's getting really nice and thick. Almost too thick. You guys know my whole issue with it. I have, with that one done, I have now 6 or so layouts that I want to get finished in here. I'm going to finish them, and then, I don't know how. I'm just going to actually, I probably might store the book open, and then every few days or so doesn't get dusty, I'm going to, like, flip it to different pages. Because how else do you store this? I guess you could store it like this, but, like, I see people with their like, you know what's so funny? I see people with a lot of Smash books, and they're, like, you know, in their bookcases, and they're all next to each other. I'm like, how the heck? Well, I guess a lot of people just kind of don't. People have, like, a lot of, flat pages. Like, I have a lot of stuff going on here, like bulky stickers and, you know, but I'm not even done. Like I said, I have like 6 more pages to do. I don't know what I'm going to do. And I pulled out as many as I could, but alright guys, well, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching the haul. When I do go there, I might announce where I go, when I do go, because it is so far away anyway, so it's not like it's right around the corner. Like I said, it's a local scrapbooking store, but it's not really local. It's still like 40 minutes away. Alright guys, have a good weekend. Have a good night. It is now Friday night, so I'm sure you're not... Oh, it feels so late, and it's like only 8 something. We're old. I feel like I'm old. Me and Sammy. Sammy's like in bed already. Well, I mean, he works construction. Like, he's a general contractor, so... You know, he's out and about all day long, driving and going to different job sites and stuff, so he does a lot. But the baby, like, was not trying to go to bed. Alright, guys. Talk to you guys later. Bye!